rebounding and defense. The Fever are plus 10 there. It's a 16-point lead here for Indiana as we start the fourth quarter of play. Beautiful bounce pass inside. That's Rivers to Brown.
When I talked to Kelsey, they've been working on in practice is guarding your yard, doing a better job of containing the ball. I think they have done that for the most part here tonight.
And an offensive foul on Indiana on their first offensive possession. Right now, Rashid Mezian has opened up. Shiftiness and the quickness of Rivers. Sticks with it and lays it in. They'll say she knocked it away. That's why there was no traveling call. Rivers just shows you flashes. Contact, no whistle either direction. Shot clock down to 12. Dantes straight away. Knocks down the three.
She was due.
Dantes has all 9 of Indiana's points off the bench here tonight. He's done that in 11 minutes. Cunningham. Boston, good feet. Indiana's up by 15 here. It just feels like this game has lost all semblance of rhythm.
Yep. And that's the way Connecticut wants it. I mean, they're a team that is last in the league in points per game at 71 points a game. They need a slower pace. Peter's been called for travel a couple of times tonight.
Connecticut Sun here early in the fourth. Mitchell, shifty, Dantes.
Sanaya Rivers has incredible upside as a player in this league. As she hits the mid-range jumper. Been watching that kid for a long time. She's going to be a great pro.
He is really impressive, and the Fever got a full dose of that on May 30th. She had 3 threes, had 12 points. A big part of Connecticut. So with a quiet 17 points tonight, can't add on to it. Just a couple at the rim that she normally knocks down. That left Brown open, and she cashes in for a 3.
Yeah, the Fever have lost their rhythm and their mojo. Great timeout by
Cunningham on the drive, gets to the rim.
Really nice take, going right with that right hand.
Key bucket here for Indiana. Out of the break, Cunningham getting a hand on that one as well, nearly forcing a turnover.
Good job by Lexi Hull to force her back into the help.
Feed inside, Diaby can't finish underneath.
You want to weak all that ball screen action, which means make them go to their weak hand, their left hand.
Rivers will be called for the foul on Clark. Clark way downtown. 3 ball just a little short.
They're going to horns, which is a good way to break pressure.
Rivers steps back, too strong on a 3. Clark, oh look at Flash running the floor, just couldn't handle it. Able to get it to Hull, save the possession. Boston is wide open, and splashes home a 3.
The trail triple from the big.
Second of her season, 13th of her career. Brown feeds inside. Diaby runs into traffic, and Boston, but she's hit 2 of them.
I remember a corner 3, I think the first game of the season.
At the top of the broadcast, in order for the Fever to clinch a spot in the Commissioner's Cup Championship, they would not only need a win, but also a Liberty win over the Dream, and it's a close one. Under 4 to go. Ionescu leads all scores, 6-76. Sabrina Ionescu leads all scores with 31 points. Brianna Stewart with 19.
So Indiana with a real shot here at winning the Commissioner's Cup East Conference. And they would take on Minnesota if Minnesota wins. Jaylen Brown, who's had a nice evening, can't add to it there. Mabry's seen a double team and threw it right to Howard. Clark weaving through traffic and gets the roll. Timeout, Connecticut.
These guys are invaluable. They have an incredible responsibility for a lot of the prep, running what the other team runs. And those guys today were outstanding at shoot-around this morning. They were locked in with great focus.
Sheldon off the mark on a three. Connecticut here at an arm's length. Really from halftime on, Connecticut got as close as 6 in the second half. Cunningham is bumped there by Sheldon. Oh, touch pass, Cunningham wide open. Oh, she gets the shooter's touch. Couple times off the rim, a kiss off the backboard. And Sophie Cunningham has her first as Indiana's largest lead. Sheldon looking for Brown, backdoor hangs, leaves that one short and draws the foul. Well, the Fever really on 5 of 7 shooting, now has 13. And after Tina Charles, she has been Connecticut's leading.
News and some bad news for you. The good news is my mom and dad don't miss many games. The bad news is my mate can't be 98 degrees. She just texts me. She never texts me during the game.
All right. Here it's Clark, splashing home a three from way downtown. And some words with the Connecticut bench on her way back. It's Clark's fourth.
You can get the chills, though. That was chilling.
Good hands there by Clark, knocks it into the corner. Nelson Adota has to fire. Off balance, it won't.
20-point lead. Caitlin Clark with a few words with J.C. Sheldon and keeping the crowd engaged.
But on the verge of moving back over 500 with a win here tonight. Left in that one. If these two results hold, the Fever will win the East in the Commissioner's Cup. And Cunningham stepped on the side. Rivers feed inside. Nelson Adota, good pass.
You know, Connecticut started out the game feeding Charles and getting Nelson Adota going. Just every night when you've got Tina Charles inside.
Here's Hull working the baseline, kick back out. Dantas is wide open and connects. A great night here. I have 12 points.
17 threes against New York, 11 threes here tonight.
Nelson Adota off the miss. And the bank shot, Stephanie White will take a timeout. Indiana up by 19.
Rebounds for Howard.
Sheldon knocks it away. Wilson able to rescue, shot clock down to 1. Really difficult shot there by Dantas.
The valuable part of what Indiana does.
Another really strong defensive effort for her. Rena Mabry just 2 of 9 here tonight. As Nelson Adota spins and finishes. Here for Indiana in the second half. No major Connecticut runs. And Indiana with what's felt like a quiet 87-point night. Dantas shot fakes the 3. Colston will oblige. Allen got knocked to the ground. Cunningham pokes it away. Colston bouncing it to Dantas. Rivers there to meet her. A little sloppy there for Indiana.
Sophie
And Clark did. Wilson had it knocked away. Good hands by Allen. And Sheldon comes up with the steal. Sheldon going coast to coast. And we got another break is here as J.C. Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham. It was a hard foul, no question.
I'm blaming this all on the officials tonight. It is totally their responsibility. That's a hard foul. That's a flagrant foul. And if they had taken care of the business earlier, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Well, you can't eject her because you didn't. That's a flagrant foul. It's a hard foul. You could say it's a play on the ball, but